Weird American laws.
Picture this ridiculous sun-soaked Florida fantasy. You're flying down I-95 in a rented convertible, top down. Jimmy Buffett blasting Margaritaville so loud the whole beach can hear. The temperature is 97 degrees, the humidity is trying to melt you, and your flip-flops are lying uselessly on the passenger seat. Your toes are free, wiggling in the warm air, feeling the breeze, living their best life. You're sipping a cold drink, singing along, not a care in the world. Life is perfect. Then, out of nowhere, red and blue lights flash in your rearview mirror like an unwelcome fireworks show. A Florida Highway Patrol cruiser pulls up behind you. Your heart skips. You pull over, roll down the window, trying to look innocent. The trooper walks up, sunglasses on, no smile. "License and registration, please." You hand them over. He leans down, glances at your feet, and his face changes. "Sir, ma'am, you're driving barefoot." You chuckle nervously. "Yeah, it's hot out." He doesn't laugh. Step out of the vehicle. Your stomach drops. "Wait, is that illegal?" He nods slowly. "In Florida, yes, you're in violation of safe vehicle operation. Bare feet are not considered proper control." You blink. Handcuffs? Over toes? Welcome to the Sunshine State, where the beaches are beautiful, the vibes are chill, and apparently your feet need shoes to legally press the gas pedal. This is Law Toons USA, the channel where we take the most absurd, eye-watering, head-scratching laws in America, animate them into cartoons, mix in real facts, add a heavy dose of satire, and laugh at how ridiculous life can get. Today's episode is pure Florida gold. Can't drive barefoot in Florida? Bizarre traffic law explained. Buckle up. This story is wilder than a gator on roller skates. Let's start with the myth everyone repeats. It's illegal to drive barefoot in Florida. This rumor has been circulating for decades. Online forums are flooded with stories. My buddy got a ticket in Miami for driving barefoot. Cop in Orlando said shoes are required by law. I was stopped in Daytona and fined $60 for no footwear. People share photos of tickets, memes, Reddit threads titled "Florida Man Gets Arrested for Bare Feet." Even some locals believe it's true. They'll tell you, "Yeah, you need shoes, it's in the statutes somewhere." But is it? Here's the first big reveal. There is no Florida state law that explicitly says you must wear shoes while driving. Go ahead, pull up Florida Statutes Chapter 316, the entire traffic code. Search for footwear, shoes, barefoot, sandals, flip-flops, nothing.
Subscribe and drop a like.
Zero, zilch. Not in driver responsibilities, not in vehicle operation, not in equipment requirements, not even in a footnote. So why do people think it's illegal? Because Florida law enforcement has turned it into a real thing anyway. The actual rule they use is Florida Statute 316.3025, full control of the vehicle. It's a broad, vague statute that basically says you must operate your car in a safe manner at all times. And some officers, not all, but enough, have decided that bare feet equals unsafe operation. Their reasoning, satire mode on: bare feet can slip off pedals, especially if sweaty, Florida humidity, hello. Flip-flops or sandals can get caught under the gas pedal or brake. You can't feel the pedals properly without shoes. It's distracting or careless. So they write it up as careless driving, unsafe operation, or failure to maintain control, a non-criminal traffic infraction, usually $60 to $150 plus points on your license. It's not a barefoot ban. It's a cop discretion ban. And in Florida, where people live in flip-flops 365 days a year, this gives officers a perfect excuse to pull someone over when they feel like it. Real stories from real people, satire level high. A woman in Jacksonville, 2019, pulled over for no shoes. Cop, "Your bare feet are a hazard." She argued, "I've been driving barefoot since I was 16. Cop, "Then you've been lucky." Ticket, $116. A guy in Miami on Reddit got stopped on the way to the beach. Cop said my flip-flops were insecure footwear. I asked if socks were okay. He said no. I asked if Crocs were okay. He said maybe. I asked if invisible shoes were okay. He didn't laugh. A tourist family from Ohio, 2022, Daytona Beach, dad barefoot, cop pulls them over. Dad, is this real? Cop, welcome to Florida, sir. Shoes required for full pedal control. Mom in the background, we just wanted Disney. The law isn't no barefoot driving. The law is drive safely. But in the land of gators, hurricanes, and endless beaches, some cops have decided that toes without shoes equals danger. And because traffic stops are subjective, they can ticket you for almost anything if they want. Bare feet just give them the easiest excuse. Now let's crank up the satire and cartoon potential, because this is where it gets truly hilarious. Picture the ultimate Florida courtroom. Defendant barefoot on the stand. Judge, how do you plead? Defendant, not guilty, Your Honor. My feet are registered voters in this state.
Subscribe and drop a like.
Prosecutor holds up flip-flop. Exhibit A, dangerous footwear. Defense attorney, objection, my client was wearing invisible socks. Jury all wearing flip-flops looking guilty. Judge bangs gavel. Guilty, sentence 30 days of mandatory loafers and 1 year of sock probation. Or the classic Florida man headline, Florida man arrested for driving barefoot while eating a taco and holding an alligator. Cop, sir, first the alligator, then the taco, now the feet. Pick one. Florida man, I was multitasking. More what-if cartoon scenarios. Grandma in a Prius gets pulled over. Ma'am, shoes, please. She pulls out high heels. These? Cop, no, those are worse. She switches to bunny slippers. Cop sighs, just never mind. Tourist in a convertible singing Cheeseburger in Paradise, barefoot. Cop pulls him over. Sir, this isn't paradise, this is a citation. Guy tries to argue, but officer, my feet breathe better than shoes. Cop, your feet can breathe in jail. Modern influencer, barefoot driving challenge in Florida. Live stream, spraying sunscreen on toes, views skyrocket, then sirens. Influencer, guys, I think I'm getting arrested. This is content. Even though there's no explicit barefoot ban, the myth is so strong because Florida cops have wide discretion, and in a state where flip-flops are basically shoes, it's the perfect petty ticket. Some departments even joke about it in training. If you can't find a reason to stop someone, check their feet. Bonus bizarre Florida traffic laws that are real? You must honk your horn before passing another vehicle, old, rarely enforced. No singing in a public place while wearing a swimsuit, some local codes. In some counties, no lit cigarette with a child under 18 in the car, and in Miami Beach, no roller skating in the street after dark. Yes, really. Florida, where the sun is hot, the beaches are beautiful, and your feet better be covered, or at least have a good excuse ready. So, the final verdict, can you drive barefoot in Florida? Technically, yes, there's no law saying no, but practically, you might get pulled over, lectured, ticketed, and become the star of your own Florida man meme. If you're in the Sunshine State, do yourself a favor. Keep the flip-flops on the passenger seat. Your toes can thank you later, and so can your wallet. If this story made you laugh out loud, cringe in sympathy, check your own shoes right now, or say only in Florida, smash that like button immediately. Subscribe to Law Toons USA and hit the bell. Every day, a new weird law story that's crazier than the last. Drop in the comments, what's the most ridiculous traffic stop you've ever heard of or witnessed? I read every single one. Next episode, we're unpacking another law that's so bizarre, it has to be real. Until then, stay curious, stay legal, and keep those feet covered in Florida. See you in the next one.